Hello everybody, welcome to Spiritual Findings with a Gypsy Soul. I am your Gypsy, Virulyn, and today we're going to be doing a general reading for my Geminis for October 2018. I hope you guys like my setup here. I have grown all of these pumpkins myself. As well, I have a really cute co-host that you guys need to see then whenever they want to make an appearance. You'll see. Alright, so let's just jump into it. October 5th, we have Venus is turning retrograde in Scorpio. This is going to have an effect on your relationship, your money, your finances, your sex life, your creativity, because you know, as you guys might know, Venus is the ruler of beauty, creativity, your sex life, you know, physical pleasure. So that might be a little bit in a funk at that time. You know, the energies are kind of all over for October, but let's use it to our advantage. Why not? All right, so during that time, you just kind of might look at your relationships and see if they're working for you, which I know for some of you guys that are in a toxic relationship or, you know, a marriage that really has something that really needs to be addressed, or this could even be a business partner too as well. You're going to look at those relationships and just see what it is that, you know, what are the kinks that need to be worked out. October 8th, we have a new moon in Libra. Okay, guys, this is going to, I feel like this part of the month, because Libra is a fellow air sign, guys. You guys are an air element. It's going to be uplifting in your spirit, okay? A new moon, new opportunities. So let's really kind of just take advantage of that. Like I said, there could be some news that pops up if you guys are trying to start a family. For some of you guys that are trying to, you know, extend the family, so to say, you know, that moon is a good opportunity for that. You might have some luck for that. All right, October 9th, there's a change in your ruling planet. Mercury is now entering Scorpio, okay? They always say that your intuition is going to be at a high for this time of the year. 'Tis the season, though, too, right? With Halloween right around the corner. Okay, so your intuition skills might be at a high, which dive into it. If you need to get in contact with your ancestors or your spirit guides, your angels, whoever needs to give you a message right now would be a great opportunity for you to channel that, okay? Channel that yourself. Or reach out. You know, you guys can also get a private session for me. You can see my prices below if you want me to reach out to as well. All right, October 24th. Full moon in Taurus, okay? This energy from the full moon is going to have you have the ability to really just take a step forward and resolve issues, you know, that have been pushed over, perhaps for even the whole year. You know, if there's something that you're not addressing, you know, with the angle that it is too with Saturn, there also might be news that you might hear around this time too as well, okay? That's October 24th for you. And ending out the month, your ruling planet on Halloween, October 31st, Mercury is going in Sagittarius, okay? So that's going to have you focus on partnerships, but we'll get into that for November, which if you guys see shortly, I've been trying to keep up on my videos. I want to thank you guys who've been watching me for a while for my patience. I've had black mold in my studio and I just had to address that, so sorry that I haven't been posting as regularly, but I would like to keep up with it. All right, so I guess we're just going to dive into it. I don't know if my co-host here really wants to make an appearance yet, but maybe, do you want to make an appearance? So I guess I'll just tell you. Oh, well, there we go. I had a unexpected arrival yesterday on the farm, and totally out of the blue, came out of the chicken coop nevertheless, but we have, here, let me move this just for safety reasons. My co-host here does not have a name yet. This little duckling was born a couple days ago. And right now, the reason why I have it with me while I'm videoing is because the little fella imprinted on me, okay? Its mother laid an egg underneath of a chicken's, in a chicken nest. And, you know, domesticated ducks aren't really that well of mothers. So this little guy needed a mommy. So somebody needed to volunteer. So this little duckling is literally just sitting on my lap right now, keeping warm, You know, it definitely thinks I'm its mother. It follows me around wherever I go. I was just born 2 days ago, so it needs to be either under a heat lamp, which by himself, because he's the only little duckling. He needs a mommy, so I volunteered to take that role. But anyway, so if you hear a little peeping throughout the reading, I apologize, because my co-host is concurring with what I have to say. No. Yeah, so if you hear him peeping, him or her, I'm not sure, that just means that, yep, that issue needs to be directed. All right, so let's get started. Let me pull some cards for my Geminis for October 2018. I had one jump out. And you know what? I have a feeling a lot of you need this in your life, maybe regarding yourself or others' judgment. You really need to see if this toxic relationship, get it out of the way. This issue in your marriage that's holding you guys from really being together, resolve it. If you have a dead-end career and it's just not for you, it's not long-term, okay, it needs to be dealt with. You know, if there's some schooling that you need to do or some training, whatever it might be, you know, you need to handle it now, Gemini, okay? Because that just jumped out right. I couldn't even complete a sentence and that card just jumped out. So you definitely need to see what it is in life that needs to be changed. You know, perhaps some of you need to surrender to your calling, okay? Some of you guys might have a gift too as well. You know, that's really coming through, a psychic gift. Perhaps you're a card reader too as well. You know, I actually help lead people into becoming card readers. So if you guys want to just get in contact with me too as well for that, for just some guidance, I'd love to do that. Comment below. I love hearing from you guys. So there's a lot of messages that need to be said to you guys, because this card too flipped over and jumped out. Strength. Maybe you just need to build up some courage to really tackle that issue that's keeping you back, okay, or that relationship. You know, you need some strength getting through it. I know changing jobs is very unsettling. Once people feel safe in a workplace, they won't move on. You know, you heard my co-host peep on that. So build up some strength, guys. Okay, start to believe in yourself. You guys are very strong. You guys are very talkative, and you know, you guys are very social. And I feel like in the community, we need you to really start standing on that soapbox and addressing the issues. And to do so, you know, you need strength and courage. You know, perhaps for some of you guys that are also single, I feel maybe this could be a Leo walking into your life too as well. That would be a nice mix, right? No, I don't know. Maybe you need some passions and some inspirations from a fellow Leo. If you have a friend that is a Leo, or, you know, even a sibling, a parent, maybe you need to bounce ideas off of them, okay? All right. Let's get another card for my Geminis. Let's see if the duck wants to pick one. You want to pick a card? Oh, that one? All right, good card, duck. Choices. Man, you got some path roads in your life. You don't know which way to go. Perhaps some of you guys are not quite sure what type of work you want to do. You know, where do you want to hand in those applications, those resumes? Maybe some of you guys also have a few options in your life regarding love. You know, that's fine if you guys are dating and you're just not quite sure which way to go. You know, that's a normal feeling to life. Maybe some of you guys need to really choose yourself first, you know, or have you guys really awakened yourself spiritually enough to be able to give love to other people properly? Have you learned to love yourself properly? There's a lot of choices out there, right? And you might be baffled by it, but I'll tell you what, the fact that there's a lot of choices out there for you, you can't let that stop you, or the fear of choosing the right decision really stop you from doing anything, okay? Because that's what happens when this card pops up. And sure enough, that was picked by our co-host, right? Can I get a peep peep? No. All right. cutest distraction in the world, I'll tell you what. One more card. One more card. Yeah? Alright, one more card from my Geminis. What do they have? Oh, okay, nice. And we have some reoccurrence from the co-host. You will, Gemini, be riding out in triumph. Okay? I feel as if these issues, because you do have a retrograde coming up in your ruling planet in November, right now you're going to really conquer some issues so you can move on and do some self-healing. Okay? This could be leaving that dead-end job that really makes you feel stuck and depressed in life, getting rid of that toxic ex, just really making some positive decisions for yourself too as well. Because you can see, following this card, obviously when you have these two together in this order, you have to make the decision to really ride out in triumph, to have that victory, to win. Because you can see in this card, he's on that horse. You know, he has everybody, you know, rooting for him, okay? He's riding on the horse. It's a celebration ride, pretty much a parade through town, so to say, and everybody is cheering him on. You just have to get through this part of your life, okay? Which, obviously, it's going to take some time. It'll appear, I feel, somewhere in the middle of the month. This could be the new news regarding the new moon in Libra. You know, could leave you at a pathway that you really have to take and you're not quite sure. All I know is that if you take these first two steps, you have the right judgment and you have really zoned in on the strength that you need. You know, you're no longer kind of stressing over the little details. Once you make that choice that follows, you're riding out in victory. I love this reading for you guys. This is actually just a nice little story here for you. You really got to do everything in good karma. What's best for yourself? What's your calling in life? You know, is everybody around you? Are they, you know, promoting you and supporting you? You know, are they kind of leeching? Okay, are they psychic vampires? Do you need to get rid of them? Do you need to give them the boot? That happens a lot, and it's hard to cut off relationships like that because, you know, even though the person might be toxic and a leech and just not, you know, just not a healthy relationship, doesn't mean that you don't care for them. But you know what, I'll tell you what, sometimes it's just better to just let the dust settle. Okay, so take some time for yourself because, you know, you can see in your November post that I'll be posting shortly, you know, that retrograde that's coming up in November, that's going to be your healing time. So you really just need to square things out now and rest up and take that time in November. Okay? Alright guys, so for the spirit of Halloween, for some of you guys that are celebrating Halloween, I am pulling this month, because I do have a quite large collection of cards, I am pulling from a new deck that I have never used, besides for October, Vintage Wisdom Oracle cards. These cards are just great. They have a very Victorian Gothic, some of them even have like a pinup look to it. I love these cards. They are just great. So I've been using them for this month. You can see even the back of the cards. Very nice. Alright. Sorry, my co-host is running all over the place now. Somebody's hungry. Maybe you guys want to look up the spirit animal of a duck, because I know he has not been with me for all of the readings for October. So yeah, only one actually, now that I think about it. So maybe y'all want to look up the spirit animal of a duck. I think in the other video somebody said it's you gotta leap and take chances, kind of dive right into something. I do have, if you guys want a private session, I do have the Animal Spirit, the Wild Unknown deck. I love those cards if you want to check out your spirit animal for the year, for the day, for the month. Just tie it on in the end of the reading. I love doing the animal spirits. People love it. It's very interesting. Alright, so let's get one card for my Geminis for October 2018. And I'll tell you what, guys, there's a lot that needs to be said to you guys, because every time I just start to, you know, channel your energy when I'm shuffling, it immediately pops out. So there's a lot that needs to be said to you guys. I could probably go all day, a whole day reading with you guys, just going through the messages that needs to be said to you guys. This is a very beautiful card, and I'm kind of getting, when I look at it, I'm kind of getting a very humble energy, calming, a very calm energy. And this is transition. Let me zoom in on this card for you guys. So there needs to be some type of change in your life. Okay? You need to come out of your shell. You need to, maybe some of you guys need to detox your body. Right, let me get some brighter lighting here. Alright. Some of you guys just really need to come out of your shell, detox your body, start meditating again, you know, be at peace with yourself. Well, yep, we have the co-host concurring. But yeah, and when you do so, it's going to be a sense of utopia, peace with yourself mainly. And Geminis, I'm just getting such a feeling of calmness and beauty and just okay with what we have control over and what we don't in life. Very beautiful. Let me zoom in on this card for you guys once again. Yeah, almost the feeling that she has. You could just tell. There's just a transition. You could tell that she has wings. And she is just okay. At peace. I love that card. I'm kind of feeling one more for my Geminis. Like I said, there's a lot that needs to be said to you guys this month. Alright? Right, my co-host? Yeah. Alright. One more card for my Geminis. Man, that, when you ride out in triumph, and I think the transition needs to obviously happen before you can ride out in triumph. I feel like the transition is really happening, like this card is really coming for the beginning of the month, the judgment and the strength. The transition is going to happen during that. And if you do it properly and for the sake of, you know, your mind, body, and spirit, when these choices come up or these choices become more clear to you in life, you're just going to have no problem but getting on that horse and celebrating. Okay? Celebrating that win in life. You know, you finally made it. You know what you want in life and you're going for it. Alright, so one more card. Can we get some advice of what's going to happen once my Geminis can make this decision and move on? One card. Hope. That's beautiful. I've never seen this. I've never pulled this card before. Hope. So once you make that transition, it's really going to give you a sense of hope that you've really been needing for probably a few years now, guys. I feel like some of you guys have been lost. You know, you're coming into your spiritual own. Like, it's why you guys are reaching out, you know, watching these readings too as well. So once you make that transition, it'll give you a sense of hope that I just feel is that utopia. You know, I feel like these two cards are linked here. That's why I like pulling cards from a different deck just to kind of like round out some extra thoughts, because you can see how there is a transition that needs to be made. Sorry, let me zoom out here. There is a transition that needs to be made here, okay, in this stage around judgment and strength. And then once you make these choices and you ride out in triumph, it's going to give you a sense of hope. This is a really beautiful reading, guys. I'm actually quite moved by this. So you have to make that transition, okay? And it's going to give you that hope. And that's really what you want. I think right now in life, guys, if anything, you just need hope. You know, you don't need a yacht. You don't need, you know, a big fancy car, nothing. You just need some hope to really pull it through. All right, that's a beautiful reading, guys. All right, well, that's where I'm going to end it. You know, if you guys want to get in contact with me for private reading, let me know. Otherwise, I'll have your November reading posted within the next week or so. I'm going to try to get it out there sooner than later. All right, guys. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in. This is Spiritual Findings with a Gypsy Soul. I am your Gypsy, Veerlyn, and here's your co-host. You guys have a beautiful October. Say bye.